All right, what up? Naptown born one more time for the night. I gotta every once in a while you can't just do like prediction videos, post fight stuff. You gotta talk about boxing in general. This sport ain't nearly as popular as it used to be. It ain't nearly as popular as it was when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Ain't nearly as popular as it was, in the late '80s and mid to early '90s. When I was a kid, and my dad used to watch. I used to watch a lot of Tyson and Roy Jones. uh, Roy Jones a little bit later, but I used to watch a lot of Tyson. My dad loved to watch Tyson fights. And, that's where I fell in love with watching the sport. I don't really watch shit else. I don't watch basketball. I only keep up with football for the past 3 or 4 years because of the Colts. Because I live here. You know. So I've only done that a little bit. I don't really know it like that. But boxing is the sport of all sports. And anybody who watches boxing, we enjoy watching it because we know it's real and we know the rules. We know it's real. We know how rounds should be scored. At least vaguely. At least most of us do. Vaguely, at least. So, whenever we see something like Malinazi Diaz or James Toney over that other guy who James Toney shouldn't have beat, or the referee in Campbell versus Bradley where he called it a punch and it was clearly and obviously not a fucking punch. And then this bullshit. Funeka and Guzman. Guzman was a solid guy, and that's all the more to Funeka's credit. Guzman got his ass fucking kicked. He got his ass kicked by Funeka. It was totally one-sided. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no argument to the contrary. There can't be. If you saw the fight, whether you watched it on the computer or you watched it on TV, if you saw the fight, you know who won the fight. You can't, none of us can really imagine how discouraging that's got to be. I don't really think he won the Campbell fight. I don't think he did. But this fight, he clearly won. Clearly outclassed Guzman. And 2 judges out of 3 called it a draw. This has been a horrible year for boxing. Because people who've watched boxing or who enjoy watching boxing, who understand it, know who wins these fights. At least there's some variation, even if we don't see eye to eye about the exact winner on some closer fights. This was not a close fight. This isn't a close fight at all. It looked like it was going to be a close fight for the first 3 rounds. But then it became apparent this was not going to be a close fight. Funeka beat the shit out of this guy continuously, round for round, and got a draw. They fine boxers for behaving like this or that, or for doing this or that, or for any violation of whatever boxer conduct they're supposed to abide by. But where's the penalty for this kind of shit? Where's the penalty for the judge who ruled that it was a punch for Campbell Bradley. Where's the penalty for that? Where's the penalty for this kind of judging? If you can overturn that, how can you not overturn this? This is a disgrace. All boxing fans should be disgraced by this. This is our sport that we like to watch. This is our sport that we talk about. This is our sport that we spend hours digging into, that we spend hours watching and learning these people and figuring out refs and rules and judges, fighters, all different kinds of fighters. And this should disgrace us, that this is actually allowed to go on. You know, there is no fucking excuse for those scorecards. The 116 to 112. At best. It's got to be at best. Guzman won 3 rounds. I don't think you can give him any more than that. 9 rounds to 3 at best for Guzman. This year in general, I mean, just look at all the fights that have happened this year and all the bad decisions. Even if you don't agree with Darrell Froch, whatever, fine. You know, if you disagree with Malinaji Diaz, at least agree that 2 of the 3 scorecards were unacceptable. Okay, maybe you think Diaz won, that's fine if you agree with the 115, 113. But that 118, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You know, ruling a punch when it was clearly plain as day a headbutt. You know, some say it happened so quick you couldn't see it, and all you really saw was one of the uppercuts. The uppercut was partially blocked, and his head went up when Bradley's head went up, you know, in reaction. And I think it was pretty clear. James Toney fucking shows off some flashy moves and wins a fight that he really didn't win. Soto got fucked too. And you know, these aren't this isn't like that's the whole list of the whole year, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, there's got to be some kind of repercussion for at least Funeka and Guzman. Take everything else and throw it away. Fine, whatever. Fuck it. Throw it away. But this, man, something's got to happen. Something's got to be done about this. This is bullshit, and nothing's going to be done. You know, when Guzman know he lost and Funeka know he won, and we all know Funeka won. So, you know, so what? I guess here's my question for, you know, some of y'all. What do you think? What was the worst judged fight this year? There was quite a few horrible calls. Quite a few. So y'all let me know down there or on a video response, and I'll hit you back. Anyway, it's a nap time going for the night. Deuces. I'll be watching the fight tomorrow night, and I'll come back sometime this weekend with a post fight. Y'all be cool.